down to 0 for you because that was like the quietest little quiver of noise I heard in the headphones there.
Good.
I must have it turned down to basically nothing.
We have begun. It is the 3rd of the 20th episode. And I have definitely not named this episode Robo-Via.
But it's
Back to this again.
I mean,
Like, it's all okay. We've made
For a
new
second there,
friend.
because there's no token for it, I forgot it was here.
I'm definitely not trying to AI up a picture. And
Oh,
fill in
that'd be
miserably.
even worse.
I know, that's why
Seriously,
I'm
don't.
trying.
Stop it.
Stop.
We could
I'll treat it like fluent mind.
We could call
Hello?
it.
I did roll a nat 20 on my portents there, by the way.
Please stop. I want to be willing to keep Robo-Via, but if you AI up a picture, I may just decide to kill her.
Fine.
I entirely side with Graham on that one. Like, for the sake of like unity with the party and stuff, Via's like, okay, you can keep it, but just modify it a bit. But if you AI up an image, I'm just gonna be like, fuck it, nat 20 guiding bolt to the face.
Gonna randomly drag people on. Zimzam, he's long dead.
Yay, I'm green again.
He's not dead. He's just in a different campaign. Thank you very much. My players love him.
He's
As their crazy
Zimzam.
old grandpa. Yeah.
Zimzam's alive and dead in a lot of campaigns. I'm gonna be real.
Multi-spheral
And-
being.
Has the picture for the Rime of the Frostmaiden game broken?
It has, yes.
Yeah.
Andrew deleted the image, so it exploded.
You could make Mecha via grayscale, so
I could, but that would involve us doing that.
That would involve.
also we
that.
sent you a lot of Mecha hours.
I know
last
you
time.
did, but I only just remembered.
How dare you? To be fair, I also completely forgot about Mecha via until I opened my notes.
So yeah. It needs a different name other than Mecha Via. So how about Aya? Call it Aya. Give it a new.
I mean, I have Eve.
I am?
Ooh, I only know how.
You just pronounce it all together. You go with Eve.
Could
But
call it.
spell IAV.
Could.
So you arrive in the Winters of Never. Everything's a bit shit. Robo-Via immediately asks, "New masters, where have we arrived?" I don't know why I gave her this accent.
It's a robot, it shouldn't have an accent.
I know! It shouldn't have that accent of all accents.
Why did Okay, go get a text-to-speech app. Give it that.
Master
Anyway.
Master Via, why do we suffer?
Well,
Why do we
yeah.
continue just to suffer? This is the town of Neverwinter. Although it's a lot shittier than I remember.
It's definitely a little more burned down than previously. I guess we should.
How much are we betting that this was caused by the other group of us? However
I mean,
many of them endure.
I don't think
In
we.
what way is it
pulled-
shittier?
It seems to be fire. Like big chunks of it seem to be gone, and also half the population is missing.
Yeah,
Huh.
well, you don't
How do we know that already?
actually, no, you do technically know that, because you were told.
We were told. We
Ah.
we were told when we were like when Abigail came back from trading the door that half the town's population had vanished and that something really bad had happened here. So that is how we know the things that we know.
And now that you've
Fair
arrived here, I mean, you've not technically been in this Neverwinter before, but you've been in Neverwinter before, and it is like significantly more quiet and
You know,
hardly any people.
these guys over here look very familiar.
Damn!
I mean, that's.
didn't realize
I mean,
everyone
that's-
was down there.
I'm not gonna lie. That's where I'm zoomed in on.
It doesn't really matter where you zoomed in on. I just wanted to have everyone on the map.
Uh,
Well, Via did just say how much are we betting that it's the other us that were involved in this, but she's going to see how whoever is left reacts to us before doing anything.
I mean, yeah, we need to like. First things first. Let's try and figure out what happened, and then try and find the other versions of us.
Can't touch my character thing.
Well, don't touch them, you dirty boy.
Try dragging it on yourself. Maybe it'll work then.
Probably. I have to find us again.
But yeah, I guess I
Yeah, we are.
will look for someone, like a guard or something. Andrew,
Yeah,
person who
likewise.
looks like they know what's going on.
Sure.
Maybe we should. Who? Wait. Who would be the people who are potentially like? It would be alternate V.
Yeah,
Alternate.
I think the alternate you went
Mm.
somewhere else. The alternate murder light. Alternate Lumen is missing his lightsaber, so change the subclass question mark.
I mean, I think he's
Alternate-
the same class, I think
alternate-
he's missing a lightsaber.
alternate alternate fucking Felix is dead.
fucking
Alternate
dead.
Via might be bombing around here, and alternate Zamla might be asleep somewhere.
Yeah, Via, Lumen, and Zamla are generally the squad of the other team that we're looking.
That is left. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we should be a bit
I
careful.
murdered me.
Maybe.
Yeah, Murdertha murdered Murdertha.
Murder
okay.
self-destructed.
Murdertha murdered Murdertha. And the other you isn't with the party, and other Felix is dead. So
So
it's
at
just
least
the
we have
three
them
of
outnumbered.
True. Also, they can't have gotten like, I don't think they'll have gotten as powerful as we have over the last couple days because they haven't had their weapons.
I was just about to say that as well. They don't have their weapons and spellbooks and magic items and things, so they probably won't have gotten much stronger since we last met.
I imagine they might have gone a bit stronger, but I can't imagine they're on the same level as us. But yeah. And approaches like random person of authority, Andrew.
Or is there any? Or is it other people? What's the score with people? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you, as I sort of mentioned last week, when you like actually go out of the building you appeared in,
Oh yeah, I also need to check the wizard's tower, the floaty wizard tower place.
the
as well.
wizard.
I remember that's a thing I need to do.
When you go and like look around, you notice, whenever you like go near people, they like fly away from you.
That is what.
Everyone seems quite panicked.
Okay. That is what Via was. What did they say anything, or did they just see us and bolt?
Pretty much that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're like, maybe you see someone
why
like
I'm-
scrabbling through things, and then they'll notice you, and then bolt.
That's why I mentioned it, because Lumen and Via will probably be likely recognized.
yeah.
That's why I was just about to say, snaps fingers disguised self turns back into half elf disguise form that we saw the other week or last session, and tries to like not totally separate from the party, but like distance themselves a bit, like be like on the other side of a building, and tries to find somebody to see if they react in the same way to seeing Via just by herself in this unseen form.
I'll be back in a second.
Sure. So you're like doing like an aerial view type.
I mean, I'll don my my humanoid half elf disguise thing,
Mhm.
and then because that hides the wings, just appear to start floating and just fuck
Yeah.
off. But like, I'm not gonna go too far because I don't want to get too far away from the group. But I will be like or maybe the next street over where they can't see us. But if I fly into like the next street over and just see if there's anyone there, if I like land near them and approach them slowly, if they react the same way or not, or if they're just like, oh, you're just another person.
So when you fly up, a couple of things. You notice that like a street or so over, there are like a bunch of guards congregated, so you could go and see them, or you could like lead the party to be like, hey, I saw guards that way. You also do see like a couple of people just like essentially bumming around.
Yeah. It's lands nearby, but then approaches the guards, looking. Do I want to look like just another hapless civilian, or look like, hey, I'm a spellcaster, I can help?
I'm back.
Lumen will continue to like say, wait, no, I'm a different person to who you think I am. Please just talk to me.
Please, just talk to me.
Just talk to me. I'll roll to decide this. Odds, evens. It's an even. I'll pretend to be I'll tell them that I am like a spellcaster adventurer. Just approach them, just be like, looking slightly flustered, but just be like, excuse me, I'm a spellcaster and can help with the fires. What happened? What caused all this?
These are the first people that they see you, they like go to flee and then realize that they're like in front of their own homes. So they're like,
Okay.
oh, where the fuck would I flee to? And they're like, what do you want?
What do you mean? What do I want? I just asked. Why are you trying to run away? I'm just a young girl. You're a guard, aren't you?
Oh, you went to the guards.
Yes.
Okay, apologies. They wouldn't have run away. I thought you went to
I'm finding it hilarious that the guards are like, oh fuck
Oh
this.
fuck, little girl! Have you ever fucking dealt with little girls?
Little girl, too
Okay.
powerful for us.
17-year-old girl. Oh fuck. Run away.
She's gonna tell us we're cringe and that our drip isn't fresh.
One on.
I mean, you are
Looks
pretty
at their
cringe.
uniforms. Looks at their uniforms. Man, those uniforms are cringe.
They've been dealt old damage.
Okay, so you go like up to the guards, and they're like, they would immediately notice that you're a little girl and be like, what are you doing out? Get back to your home. It's not safe to be out alone.
Semantic gestures for minor illusion. A little cloud appears. A little cloud with a starry night sky behind it appears over her hand. I'm not just some young girl. I'm a spellcaster. I said I could help with these fires and this carnage. What happened? I need the information and to be able to help.
How come you got so deep into the city and not know what's going on? They like give you a kind of suspicious look.
Spellcaster, we teleported in.
Hello. I'm sorry about that.
Hello, you haven't missed much. They haven't killed Robo-Via yet.
Kind of the truth, kind of like magical mishap. I was kind of just aiming near here.
Alright. What are you doing here?
Looking for somebody.
They like just stare at you, and like you're staring back at them. It's like they're waiting for you to continue, and you're not continuing.
Nope. Just looking for somebody. That's the answer.
Yeah. They're like, I'm a god, so obviously this person will answer everything and do their best to impress me, and you're like, just not.
Giving them the no sell.
So
I always hear God when you say guard.
yeah, they are the god.
Yeah.
The gods.
Yep.
God gods.
All of them are Sonia wearing Groucho glasses.
Correct. But so like he looks you over, and it's like, well, who could you be looking for? You're just a little kid.
Just saying how it was. I've just been looking for. I've just came here looking for some adventurers that I saw heading this way not long ago, but then I saw the city I saw the city in this state. So, I can use my abilities to help if you let me know what happened.
Give me a second. Yeah, he doesn't notice. You made a tiny flub in what you said, but he's an idiot.
When I said I'm looking for some adventurers that I saw heading this way not long ago.
Yeah,
And
after.
also claiming that you teleported in.
Yeah, but he doesn't notice that because he's an idiot.
I said not long ago. If he said, "What do you mean not long ago?" and I'm like, a week.
That's fine. That was just like a me thing of like does he
yeah,
try?
like if he nailed that and he went, "What do you mean not long ago?" I thought you teleported. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I saw them like a week ago, and now I'm trying to catch up."
God,
Hence the teleport.
It's not even really a week ago.
Yeah, but like Via would be like, shrug, a week, something like that.
I mean, we have been in the Feywild, so who knows?
I get lost with. Yeah, but I'm not going to tell them that. I get lost with my nose in books. Well, and I lose track of time.
Yeah, and Andrew can say as much time as he wanted has passed because we went to the Feywild for a bit. Every minute there.
3 years later.
Yeah, it's been like 6 years.
It's been 84 years.
It's like, oh, so we actually had 6 years we could have spent fixing all this. Shit. Anyways, well, he's kind of flustered by like you refusing to like give information. He's like, what help do you need?
Well, how about we start with just letting me know how all this came about? The city didn't look at this last time I was here.
Well, we're not really sure, to be honest.
How long's it been like this? Like, gesturing at the fires and shit.
Not long. Like, a day or two? It kind of was just like this when everyone woke up. Everyone's terrified, though. As I said, not safe out at the minute. A lot of people went missing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you seen anyone within that time frame that could look like, like a day or two beforehand, that could be described as avian?
What, you mean like them lot over in Hooters?
No.
Being
there, they do nice coffees, but not those. I mean, like bird folk.
Yeah, like the people over in Hooters. Well, I mean, I can't say I've personally noticed. If you want to, like, check records and stuff, you want to go to the gate guards. Do you reckon this person you're looking for is involved in this?
I certainly hope not. I thank you for the information. I may well go and check with the gate guards. If I see anybody who's struggling, I will do what I can to help.
That's very good of you.
Gives a little curtsy and fucking skips off.
So
everything is burning and you just skip through it. Da, 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 da.
So to be clear, are you just going off on your own, or are you like circling back to the party first?
I am coming back to the party. That's exactly what I was going to say next.
Okay. In the time that's happened, what would everyone else be doing? Because you said you were like looking for people. You could
failing anyone like being willing to talk to me, I will send up Bet the Bat and start having them like give me a good picture of the area and what's going on.
Can you give me a performance check? With advantage, actually. Oh, it was a good enough roll, anyways. Even better. The performance isn't technically correct, but it works for what I want. When you're like trying to go up and talk to people, and obviously everyone's like scared or ignoring you, an older woman from like nearby sees you talking to the people and approaches you because you look like a nice young boy who seems to be trying to figure out what's happening. Oh, hello, dearie. Hi, what's going on with you?
I just want to know what's happened to the city.
Oh, my husband's gone.
Oh, where's he gone?
I don't know.
When did you last see him?
Well, he went to Hooters the other night, and then he came home, and then was gone.
Oh, that's not good. He just vanished?
Yes, no trace, no blood, no nothing.
Oh, that is very distressing. I hope you find him. I'll try and help you look for him.
Have you got anyone missing in the town?
No, it's not really. He just sort of got here.
So
Actually,
so you won't know this is why everyone's so panicked.
actually, no. We are looking for some people. Have you seen someone who looks exactly like me?
Let's. How do I do advantage? Does fucking matter? Just roll it twice, you idiots. She thinks she might have.
Okay. Where did you see them?
That might have been why you caught her eye, because she might have seen you before, or thought she had.
Where did you see them?
Where was it? I think I saw them in the market district.
No, you've been a tremendous help.
Oh, thank you, dearie. And best of luck to you and yours.
Best of luck to you as well. I hope you find your husband.
She looks very dejected at the husband part, but goes back to what she was like doing nearby.
Okay. So it sounds like we should head to the market district to look for these people.
About that much time passing, unless anyone else is specifically doing anything, would have been about when Via would return.
Via, you're back.
Yeah, I'll just maintain the disguise. I think it lasts. How long does it last? A few hours or an hour? On disguise self.
I think it's either an hour or 8 hours. It's one of those two durations.
It doesn't really do much, so fucking doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because Via's keeping it up, but at the same time, will divulge. I don't think people are scared of us specifically. Or okay, so I don't think people are scared of us specifically, so I could drop this if I want. They just seem to be scared in general. It's only been like this for a couple of days.
It lasts 1 hour.
It lasts an hour.
Okay, I've spoken to someone and they thought that they saw someone who looked identical to me at the market district. So we could go over there and see if the other us's have been hanging around there.
And I spoke to some guards who recommended speaking to the gate guardsmen. They should have seen anyone who's come in or out.
Yeah.
Except, well, they won't know us, but as we said, we don't think that the other us are going to be as strong, so
Yeah,
they probably came in by conventional methods.
I know other Lumen can teleport,
Yeah, like
Both
30
distances,
feet.
right?
Yeah, it's not very far, but it would be enough for him to slip inside without getting noticed.
Come to think of it, I can, but I learned that more recently, so I don't know if the other me will. Although the other me can fly.
Yeah, other you could have flown in.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
So-
forget, they would also be with whoever the fuck Lawrence's character was.
Yeah, yes.
Was he in that encounter?
No, but afterwards, he was the one who, like, essentially left with them.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Should we head to the market district? Also,
I think the market district is a
I-
good start, yes.
I do want to head to the floaty tower again because there was a nice gardener there who might be able to help.
Yeah. Via initially goes to go yes, but then in her head just thinks of what happened to Dad in this universe, and she's like, yes.
Come on, Mechavia, let's go with them.
I mean, I don't think the gardener will be a serious threat or anything. They're just a gardener. But they're like a nice gardener. They seem to know stuff about the tower though, and the tower is like a weird, interesting place. So there's a chance other me would want to head there eventually anyway.
Okay, so tower and then marketplace.
Also, it was Zimzam. That was Lawrence's character then.
Oh, yeah, it was young Zimzam.
Young Zimzam. Yeah.
Where is the market district?
Like, on here, I fucking know for the
it
actual
this?
town, but I'm
I mean,
pretty
it
sure.
looks like this.
Yeah, it's the tented area.
In which case, we could hit the market district first to look for them, and then head to the tower, since we're so much closer to the market district anyway.
Yeah. People who can see magic maybe want to get that up. I'm gonna start looking for teleportation shenanigans.
Yeah, but all the time? It only keeps
Well,
for 10 minutes at a time.
Well, when we get to the marketplace, maybe when we get to the marketplace, it might be more efficient to do it then.
Okay. I guess we start heading to the marketplace.
Murdertha, based on your comment, Robo-Via will ask if the name Robo-Via is your chosen nomenclature for this unit.
I mean,
No,
what name do you want?
I want for nothing.
How did your previous... How were you called before?
Failure.
Okay, so
That's
we're
not
not
a nice
calling you
name.
failure.
We could call them Eve. like
Yeah,
you
how about
suggested
Eve?
before.
That way, like, just spell the name backwards and we can work it out that way.
Eve.
Yeah, IAV.
Oh no, it's AIV.
Yeah, sorry,
No.
AIV.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eve.
I like Eve.
New nomenclature accepted. Unit name Eve.
No, we won't get confused.
True.
Yes.
Cool. And we can we can redesign the chassis and change the voice a bit later.
Oh, the
You like the new
changing
name.
the voice is gonna be hard.
Hey,
Do you have, like,
in
number
the
of
Friday
voices to
game.
choose between?
Graham, what did you say?
Sorry, I asked. I was asking Eve. Do they have a number of voices to choose to like flick between, or are they stuck only with this voice?
They respond that their voice box is limited to what Andrew can do.
I don't know who this Andrew is, but he sounds limited.
That's the name of the software program.
Yeah, Andrew.exe.
Audio narrative device. The rest I don't know.
So that we've got
It's fine. We can give up on that. Please, let's just be. What?
Market.
Yeah, marketplace. Forget what I was going to say. It was a stupid joke.
Okay.
Okay.
I was about to ask about that, but
Yeah, it was just a dumb joke.
we
Audio
to the
market.
we head to the market.
Let's
or
go.
what you equate to the market.
Or what we think the market was, yeah.
Yeah, because there are some people they don't exactly look like they're like standing there ready for sale and stuff. But there are
And I
some
imagine-
that are like setting up shop and stuff like that.
What time of day is it?
Early day.
I'll approach some people and just be like, "Hey, have you seen anyone who looks exactly like us?"
Oh, welcome, welcome. How can I help you today?
Have you seen anyone who looks identical to me?
No, but for the right price, I could find them.
What business is this? What do you sell?
What do you need?
Like looking, does he have any wares on display?
It seems to be like a general knick-knack sort of store.
I'm sorry, I don't really have a lot of money to spend, but I wish you luck.
Oh, but your old friend here's the best in the business. You need something finding, I can find it. For a price.
Even people.
Oh,
That sounds expensive for a bounty hunter service.
I can give you. I have 3 copper.
For 3 copper, I could send a pigeon looking.
I already have a bat.
It gives you a little nudge. You also kind of have something technically better than a pigeon.
It's true. I'm familiar. That's much better than a pigeon.
Okay, quick break. I'm letting Graham go free.
Thank you.
Fly the coop, Graham.
Please hit me in the face with a hammer next time you see me.
No. I just wanted you to join in case there was a big Robo-Via argument at the start.
No, Via's gonna just put a pin on it.
Okay.
Okay.
She's feeling slightly better now that we've renamed it.
Feel better soon, Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah, get better
sorry.
soon, Graham.
Right.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sorry.
Murdertha crawls up into a ball and decides to have a nap.
Makes sense.
I take it the Robo-Via like picks him up and is just gonna carry him
Yeah,
and follow us.
that makes perfect sense. See,
So
already
yeah.
useful.
I guess we'll wander around asking different people if they've seen people who look like us.
Can I also burn one second level spell slot for warp sense to see if any teleportation had taken place here, or if there's like a wormhole here or something?
Okay. So those things in order, Joseph. When Lumen goes around and like starts asking, you mostly get like a lot of people that are like either too busy or annoyed that you're not like actually just buying something, and a bunch keep like asking for money for information, but like you do eventually like find like one shopkeeper who it seems like it's like a weaponsmith sort of thing, but like you know what you'd imagine as like there's a blacksmith working and then the wares get brought here.
Right.
They
Yeah.
before you get a chance to like ask, they greet you as in like, you're back. How's the sword treating you?
Right, because other me would need a sword. Sorry, no, I'm gonna be honest. The simplest way to explain this to you is I'm that person's brother.
Oh, actually, and he like stares at you, and is like, no, yeah, I can see it actually. There's a different look about yous.
Yeah. Did my brother say where he was gonna go to after he met with you?
Oh, you're trying to find him.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he goes deep into thought, and he's like, oh, he never really mentioned exactly where he was going. No, he did, I think. He mentioned, because if you didn't know, he got into some sort of kerfuffle on the way here, so was without a means of protection.
Yeah.
What was it he said? He said there's someone in town who might have what he needs for a replacement, but see if that at least have and he like taps the counter, a good quality blade by your side, just in case.
Yeah? Thanks, you've been a big help.
No worries. And remember, Honest Joe's is your best place for your blacksmithing needs.
If I'm ever in need of a sword, I'll come straight to you.
But you notice that it is generally like metalworking things. So like there are some wood and metal shields, some like bits of armor, but it's mostly weapons. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much. I mean, my assumption is the only person in town who could possibly give him a new one is at that tower, so...
Nah, nice vague information that you can easily understand.
Tower-bound I am.
What about everyone else?
Yeah, I take it by that information I get nothing from casting warp sense and just walking around.
Because I went onto a tirade of story, I completely forgot you asked that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I cast it, but I'm making sure to basically walk around it as if I'm looking for something, so quite, like a power walk, so a bit quick, so I can cover more ground and cover a larger area.
Okay, so you don't get any portal sense for like open portals as such. Like you might see like in the distance one portal type thing, but it like looks pretty stable, so you think that might be just like something that exists, but you'd have to go and like actually check it to find out. But like for like teleportation, you don't see like solid traces, but you do see a lot of traces, like pretty much everywhere.
Ah, that's actually really useful information.
Hmm.
Because it means that the people who disappeared from the city probably were all just teleported away somewhere.
Yeah.
Like it was a mass teleportation event that just like tore through the city.
Yeah, either that or they've suffered the same thing or something very similar to what we did, and this is over on the other end.
Maybe everybody got shunted to another reality, but
Am I able to analyze any of them, any of the remnants?
Give me a bit more detail on like how you wish to
Well,
analyze.
like the warp set allows you to study a gateway portal or remnants of it. It's certain where it comes. It's an ability check that I have to make, which it's part of warp sense, but let you study and intuit where it goes, and I know this mainly landscape if it needs to open and close it.
Sure. Yeah. Give me the check.
Right.
Um,
Check on out intelligence. A DC check with my spotting ability. So I, because
sure.
I'm not sure if I want to have an.
Also, I will just say you're cutting out a lot.
Well, that's not good. Clear now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. Because it's an ability, I can guidance it as well.
Sure.
Right.
Get more than a 1.
Yuck. And roll. Oh, that was a saving throw. Never.
Good, you wasted that awful roll on a saving throw.
Isn't that rolling?
Ah,
Whoa. That. Okay, so I thought it wasn't rolling, and then it rolled twice. I take it I'm going to be taking the 7 on that then.
yeah, sadly. Roll your d4 as well,
D4?
at least.
You get the D4. You might, in the best
It's a
case
DC
scenario.
15 check I can't pass.
Oh well.
Unless I just make it a 19. Screw it, I'll use Portents.
Excellent. You analyze what you can see around you. What you think that you're intuiting is you see some traces that are older than others. So it looks like there was like an in and then 2 outs. So like someone appeared and then 2 people vanished. Yeah, you can't tell exactly where like the 2 are from, but you get a kind of sense that the magic feels more localized. So like, you're 100% sure it's same planar travel, so it's on the material plane, but it feels like close by ish, so not like from one side of the world to the other.
Right. What about that one that you said that was in the distance that looks really stable?
Are you gonna go and check that?
Yeah, I'll if it's there, I'll not leave the stone unturned.
Sure.
I'll have to make the ability check again. So I might foot this one because I don't really want to use a nat 20 on it.
Sure.
I might pass that if this works. I pass.
Nice. You can tell that this is in fact a stable portal gate. This is one that leads to another place, or like another all I can think of the word is realm, plane. That's it.
But I can't tell which. Or can I?
I'm just trying to think of like you can't tell like exactly where it goes. I'm trying to think of a detail for you. You get like like you almost think that your like portal sense of like you're trying to look through the portal and see what's on the other side looks like here, but kind of shit. I mean, to be fair, it looks kind of shit here anyways.
Okay. As in, like, this one might be going to another Neverwinter.
Potentially. And in some way.
Huh. Okay. It's stable, though. That's weird.
You do think that all it needs is essentially the correct portal key and it'll open fine.
I take it I don't get that information.
No, you don't in this particular case.
Okay. Okay, but Via would think that's weird because, like, the using the divining aspect of that spell usually tells her, but then she's like, but just the fact that it goes, okay, so this now which looks shittier than this one, and no information on a key. It's very weird. Lead it comes back to the rest of the party to divulge the information.
I too will divulge that the other Lumen probably headed towards the floaty tower, so we should probably head there.
Also, there's no one. I'm not sensing any one portal here. There's lots, and I mean lots.
A
It
lot of
feels
people
like
disappeared with portals.
yes, but it feels very localized. Like it's still in this sort of area on the material plane. Like it feels like something came through, and took for everything that came through. It took two people, or two people disappeared. But it doesn't feel like it's a different plane. No Far Realm stuff, which is good.
Yeah.
But there is also one portal, like just points over there. It's completely stable, but I can't really tell where it goes, which is weird. Because usually my warp sensibilities tell me.
God.
But it's
I hope I'm wrong. I hope me, the player, is wrong.
You, the player?
Yeah.
well, I don't know what you're thinking. Above game as a player, I'm just like, what? Okay.
Like above game, I'm like, is that a Nightwalker? Would Andrew do Nightwalker things now? Where it's because I know they work by like, oh, if a thing goes into the negative energy plane, one of them walks out of it, and I'm like, did Andrew do that? Would Andrew do this?
I mean, if it was
What would he
going to
do?
the negative energy plane, would it still feel localized?
Maybe.
They supposedly have what equivalents over there.
Yeah. So
That could be a shadowy Neverwinter.
I mean, my brain immediately went Shadowfell.
could be the
Yeah.
Shadowfell. Yeah.
That's the same
Shadowfell-
thing, right? At the moment.
Yeah. Kind of.
So yeah, like my brain immediately went Shadowfell. So Via's like, it seems to go to another version of this, but worse. So drugs.
Because negative
Shadow
energy plane doesn't exist. anymore.
Shadowfell.
Yeah.
Let's. Maybe they. Now that's the other thing. Maybe other Lumen went. If it is the Shadowfell, maybe they went to the Shadow version of the floaty tower.
The Shadow Tower. Dun dun dun.
I mean, it would make sense since the tower here is nice. Like you said, you met a nice gardener, right?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know if the gardener here is nice. To be fair.
Exactly. That was in our universe. We're still learning the differences between this one and where we're from.
So maybe it'll be nice. Anyway, we
But
won't
gardeners
really
should be nice everywhere, right? Because they nurture plants and things.
True.
I'd certainly like to think so.
Gardeners should be nice.
They should at least be nurturing.
Yeah. At least towards plants.
True.
Cough, cough, poison ivy. But yeah, I guess we can head towards the tower. We can even take the little boat over.
The little
Right
boat.
around the corner. Do I still feel Silga?
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
We're not in the dimension anymore with the
It is a
with
good question.
Waddeep, right? Where you have switched once after.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you do detect them towards Waterdeep.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll head off. Cross over on the little boat.
Ah, good day. Hello again, my friend.
Hello. But I think I'm a. I mean, it is again, but also not. So yeah. You might have transported my brother over before. Because I think I've only met you in another dimension.
No,
You see,
I'd remember that.
Fair enough.
The ferryman is a multidimensional being.
Oh yes, I'm multiplanar.
All of them all be.
He's multispheral, multiplanar.
I'm a
He's
god, don't
everywhere.
you know? God of this bridge.
It's not a bridge. Ferry.
It brings you from one side to the other. It's the bridge.
I trust this guy so much.
Look, he's just a little not in the head.
Yeah. Get on the boat. Boat across.
You go across. He seems to be like tapping like a can that's attached to like one of the boards, which has like
Give
a dollar sign on it.
I'll give him all 3 of my copper. Which
Ah, most generous of you, good sir.
thanks for the ride, and then guess we'll head towards the tower once I'm on the other side of the river.
Sure. El Taurino. Very very upsetting for you. Do you remember that nice building that was at the bottom?
I assume is it not there?
Well, bits of it are.
Ah,
of
right.
it.
Bits
Ah.
of it are there.
Sag.
Is there the little teleportation circle? Is that still there?
You'd have to do a bit of an investigate for that.
I'll have an investigator around.
Oh, a little investigate. As a treat.
Yeah, just a treat.
Can we come with you this time?
Yeah, I guess. Why not?
Seems a bit of an exclusive tower. I don't know.
Well, it was last time we had to wait outside, but let's see if we can get in this time.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really remember.
But
I remember having to wait
you also
outside.
weirdly do.
Yeah, I only just sort of remembered stuff when I arrived here. Does the 20 find anything?
You like scrabble through some of the rubble, and essentially, like under a wall, you think you see like a tiny bit of the, like the outer ring of the incantation. So you think you found where it is here.
I guess I'll try and clear the rubble away.
Sure. How you clearing wall?
Wait, it's under a wall?
Yes. It's like a wall has fallen over onto it.
Oh, okay. Not like built over it. Well,
Push.
kind of carry away the bits and bobs of the
Yeah.
wall? I don't know.
We
I
we
guess
all
it's not
gather-
a solid wall.
We all gather round and we either push it, pull it, whatever is easiest. Pick it up, carry it. Like,
Disintegrated.
We all get around
Yeah,
it.
you all
and-
start casting disintegrate.
Because we
All-
can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I have magical ways of clearing it a lot faster. I could pulse wave it off the glyph, but I think that might hurt the circle. So, I guess we just like.
Sure,
As
you're gonna do
carefully
it
as
the slower way, like the
Wait a minute.
careful way.
How big is it?
I mean, Via will help where she can, but she is completely useless
None
at
of
this
us are-
exact job.
None of us are very strong. We're all gonna work together to do it.
How big
Yeah,
is it actually?
It like
it's a wall.
yeah, the size of a standard wall in a building.
Ah, okay. Are there any
Is it
like
wood or stone?
Stone.
Right.
are there any like cracks in the wall or whatever to fit things between?
Yeah, like from the wall falling over, it is like there are like gaps in it. It's not like still a solid wall.
Hypothetically, if I filled like the gaps were like seeds and I cast plant growth, would that be enough to like kind of like kind of
Break
like
it up.
yeah, like would that or does it not? Like,
I would say if you did decide to do that, it would help. So it would like reduce the time it takes everyone else.
all in favor?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you see, Zamla just takes out just like a shit ton of like grass and seeds and shit, and he's just gonna like and like every other handful, he's just gonna pop in their mouth and like eat, and then gonna cast plant growth.
One for you, one for me. One for you,
Yeah,
one for
basically
me.
that.
Be your next one.
I would have cast like purify food and drink on those just in case. Okay, so yeah, I do that, Andrew.
Are you just using standard, like no?
Well, it's either that or I spend 8 hours making it so the plants yield twice the normal amount of food when harvested.
I just mean like you're just using like normal seeds, not any of the weirder ones that you found.
Just like random like grass seeds
Yeah.
and stuff like I've picked up
Okay,
like along
yeah,
the way.
sure, that works perfectly fine.
Cool.
So
Point
let's
all
say it takes you about 2 hours in total to like between you all like carefully trying to not disrupt the magical incantation circle thing.
Oh, can I short rest for an hour during that or?
I think so. If you
Okay then.
if you're like focusing on the growy planty.
I mean, it only like takes like one action to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam was like, I have helped. Goes to sleep.
Fair enough.
I can't sleep.
Pretends then.
I love all of Andrew's jokes being ruined by, well, none of us really sleep.
Yeah, well,
So-
you're all fucks.
I'm kind of pissed off because that was meant to be my thing. I wanted it to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be the guy that never sleeps, and everybody else fucking does it.
Yeah, everyone else
I'm-
is
At least
bastards.
Via sleeps.
Via and Meredith do.
Yeah.
If
Oh.
anything, both Via and Meredith should be nocturnal. We should be doing all of our adventuring at night and rest during the day.
Oh.
Guys, it's 2 o'clock in the fucking afternoon. Go to bed.
Then, once we've done that, I guess we can try and use the teleportation circle to get into the tower.
Sure. You think you might have to essentially like push some magic into it, but like you losing a couple of spell slots to essentially like wake it up.
Okay. How many slots does it want?
And can we share the?
Yeah, it just wants magic. It just wants 4 in total.
I'll show.
Ones or two?
What did you say? Sorry.
Hey.
What? Like you cut out, James, for me.
That's weird. Discord, so it might be some other issue. It needs 4 in total, so like 2 people could give a 2 each.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
share it that way.
I'll put
Everybody
in-
could get one each. I don't know.
Or we could put in 1 each.
Or 1
I-
4th level.
I will.
I do
put,
not have that.
I do, and I don't have any spells to use it on except of casting.
I have a 4th level and spells to use it, but I probably don't want to do that.
We'll
I'm-
both,
I will put a 2nd level spell slot in there.
and I'll give one of my 2nd ones as well.
Cool. That's
Newt
4.
is an artificer, needs all the get, whereas I've got them to spare, so I'll put a 2 in as well.
We channel enough magic in to make it magic, and then we try and magic up to the tower. We give it a wakey, eggs and bakey.
Sure, you tell
Wakey!
you. Who's going to be upon the teleport?
I will. And
All of us? I
Yes,
guess.
Yeah, I
all of
guess-
us?
Yeah,
Question mark?
yeah. I'm just double checking. Is anyone choosing purposefully not to?
Does Eve want to come with us?
Eve will just follow you regardless.
Sure. So yeah, we'll teleport up.
Boop, 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 boop. This feels very familiar to you, Lumen.
Oh,
Then
good. I remember this bit. I remember everything up until I went into that room, and then nothing.
you teleport up, and you remember the beautiful garden you were in. Doesn't look
It's a
like
really
that.
nice- Oh no, the gardener. It's... Oh no, in this reality they might have fired the gardener. No.
You
Truly the darkest timeline.
through the like doorway of like the entrance room, you can see a figure like hunched over some of the wilted flowers.
I will be back in 1 second.
Okay. I will wait because it's definitely relevant to Joseph. Unless everyone wants to kill him and take his place.
Yes, because we all look so much like Joseph.
Yeah, you could wear his skin.
I mean, I've got disguise self up. I could just change it to look like Lumen.
Like
Hello.
Thompson with the skin for every scale.
Oh,
Yes, I am the Lumen.
boy with the lightsaber.
Swing, swing. I love how I had to hurry and scramble to add a map because I was like, oh shit, I forgot I never did that. Not for this bit. I can't be bothered to put a map for the pretty garden.
Is that what your AI made?
It might be.
Mm.
It actually made quite one nice picture.
For the purposes of roleplay, I'll leave it alone. Because we've named it now.
I can share in the Discord.
Don't name it. Oh, you fucking named it.
There's the horrible picture. And then there's cool picture that reminds me of a game. I can't remember which one.
It's gone a bit extra, hasn't it?
I mean, it's AI, it always does.
Every robot needs
I am
boobs.
back.
Welcome back. Everyone has killed
I just came
and
back
skinned
to
you.
every robot needs boobs.
Everyone in the room looks like you now. Drops the illusions.
Put your face back on your face.
Here, have your skin back.
Ah,
Yeah, that's
thank
me
you.
just going, it's just illusory magic. You're like, nah, skin's off.
So, hunched over person.
Yes. You see a person with their back facing you, so they haven't noticed that you've entered the tower yet.
What do they look like?
Clothes look a little bit raggedy, and like they have a thinner frame. But
Okay.
like from the way that they're like hunched over, you can't really tell much about them.
In which case, I will approach them and say, "Hello there, good friend. It's wonderful to meet you."
And they ran away screaming.
No. You hear the second that Lumen starts talking. You like instantly notice that he has prick up. And within seconds, Lumen, you have a blade by your throat. A very glowy blade.
I see.
It is like millimeters from your throat.
What color is it glowing?
It is blue.
Oh. Which case I'm like, whew, breathe sigh of relief.
And decapitated.
You do when you do the breathing sigh of relief, you do feel the blade like barely start touching your skin.
Ugh. I'm. You might be familiar with a different version of me. I'm not them.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
I was going to ask if it was advantage if like Via or someone speaks something and just says, "We mean you no harm." You might be
Well,
confusing with
That's
somebody else.
perception.
and it is perception. True. This one is persuasion.
Ah, much better.
And
They snap back at you that I've had enough of your lies.
wait, no. I can prove it. I have I have both of our things. I took his one off him because he was being evil with it. I can prove it.
She will allow you to like slowly lift the two saber hilts from your belt.
And just go. So this is my one. Am I allowed to ignite?
They will take them from you if you let them.
Do they respond?
Did you not hear what I said?
No.
Ah, I said they when you lift them up, they will take them from you if you'll allow them.
Sure, I will allow that.
They leave their blade on, but they like back away from you.
Okay.
And analyze the two hilts. And despite the fact that you know they shouldn't be able to activate yours, they very like effortlessly do activate both yours and his.
Fair enough. This seems a bit odd, but okay.
Then they do turn off their blade and ask where you got this from, holding out yours.
It's mine. I got it from here, but like another here. A very nice gardener showed me to this weird room, and then I don't remember anything, and then I remember having it.
Suddenly, like, your memories flare up, and you realize that you're talking to the nice gardener.
Oh, you're the gardener.
Like,
You
suddenly their
gardener.
face, like, slots into place in your memory, and you remember that this was, at least another version of this person was who you were speaking to.
Yeah, it was another version of you. Yeah, we've been like jumping realities, and I'm from a reality where you liked gardening a lot more.
They look very angry at you. How very dare you?
Oh,
I
I'm
take
very
my
sorry.
gardening very seriously.
I'm very sorry. It's just the garden in the other place was like there were more plants and stuff. Maybe you just don't have time. Maybe you've been very busy.
Yes, well, it's very hard when the energy within a plane is running out.
I'm sure you're a wonderful gardener.
Okay, did you hear what I just said?
No.
Nothing.
Why am I cutting out?
You're not even cutting out. Like, we can tell when James is talking. You just silence.
Well, fuck you, Discord.
I think Discord might be getting a bit fucky today.
I've specifically asked that because she gave you quite a big lore dump. Well, sort of.
Attempt number 2? Question mark?
Yeah. She basically said like looked at Luminant, was like very angry at his response, and is like, "How dare you? Do you know how difficult it is to do this when the energy in the universe is running out?"
Oh. Yeah, okay, so that's fair. That is 100% fair.
Oh, are we in
You-
a collapsing one right now?
Well, yeah, but we already knew
Yeah.
that. We're in a group of collapsing ones. So
Yes, we're trying to find out what's caused it or started it?
Well, we're trying to stop it, yeah. Well, we sort of know the answer to that question, actually. It's that person whose name doesn't exist anymore.
Which person?
Well, that's the thing. Their name has been erased from existence.
Is that the eye?
Yeah, I person.
Are you actually saying this?
Yes.
Yeah, we actually like this place is like this gardener is like strong enough maybe to take care of evil stuff. So I guess we can show them the eye and be like, yeah, the person who's connected to this eye is doing this
Uh,
to a
currently
like-
in your hand, the eye looks inactive.
yeah. And then I'll just put it back in my pocket.
They are
Or into the special eye section of
yeah
my
the eye
bag.
pocket. They are very upset, confused, and disgusted at the sight of the eye.
Yeah, that person is responsible for like the universe ending.
Because they do the same thing you do. They're like, oh, not again. This was the work of, and then words just refuse to leave their mouth.
Yeah, see?
I know, I found it rather distressing too.
That's the thing, no one can say their name.
But I can
Except for
remember
from
their
the
name.
God.
It's, and then they're like thinking really hard.
I know, right?
I know, we did this thing where we were like, oh yeah, I've read all about this person, and then we just couldn't name them.
Better
couldn't
question
apply
would be,
their
how
name.
does somebody do this?
Like,
Erase their identity, erase their
Where's-
true name.
we're sure that we learned it at some point while studying them.
Well,
But
I'm absolutely certain that I know this because I've met them.
see, there you go. They've erased their name and they're responsible for destroying not just this place but a bunch of other places, like a bunch of crystal spheres everywhere. And
Not
we seem to be
again.
in like a cornered off section of the multiverse where
Hold up,
everything is dying.
hold up, name notwithstanding. One, you've met this person, in which case, would you have any insight as to their motive as for doing all of this, especially since it's clearly harming you? And secondly, you just muttered, not again. What do you mean, not again?
Yes, every time they try to talk about the person, they get like really angry because they're like just not able to say what they're trying to say. Like when they try to like talk about them and their name, and it's like, well, whoever they are.
Yes, just say unnamed for now. Use that as a placeholder. We all know who we're talking about here.
Some time ago, there was, let's just say, a clash of sorts, where this person rose to a higher state of godhood and tried to challenge someone they shouldn't. They kind of, in quotation marks, vanished afterwards, though most were sure that they were not gone. We kind of hoped that the severe beating they had received was enough to dissuade them from trying again.
So you think that they've tried again and this time successful?
Well, at least in some way. Actually, you there, boy, and points at you, Lumen.
Uh-huh.
Fucking every fucking time with Lumen. Would you mind if I used your mind a moment?
Sure, but there is some stuff going on in there.
Get in the queue.
It's fine. I'm just going to use you as a conduit to the other me that you met.
Okay.
So what happens is she like puts her palm on your forehead, and everyone else, you can see like a sort of like a magic in the air. Lumen, to you, everything's just like she's just put her hand on your head and nothing seems to be happening. Then suddenly, to everyone watching, there is like a spark, and both Lumen and the woman get blasted back and are knocked out against a wall.
Ow!
Are you, like, scrambles towards Lumen initially? Are you injured?
How, did I take any damage, Andrew?
No, just unconscious.
Okay.
Or you are unconscious?
Sleepy.
Can
Oh.
we wake him up again?
Try
is he-
to wake him up, do the whole, little rapid slaps and stuff.
Sure. You do wake him up, Lumen. In the moment, like before you all woke up, much more happens to you. You essentially saw yourself and her leaving the planet.
Uh-huh.
Like, you would associate it kind of similar to like astral travel.
Yes.
And you hit a specific point that should have been, you think, like the crystal sphere.
Yeah.
And then it felt like both of you were about to be consumed
Right.
as soon as you went to touch the crystal sphere.
Why does everything inside my brain want to eat me?
Technically, that was your brain visiting somewhere else.
I know, and like stuff wanting to eat it. Everything wants. Every time this weird brain head stuff happens, it just wants to eat me.
You would be able to interpret that the spark and the blast was essentially her pulling the plug on both of you at once.
Yeah, so that we instantly zipped back, so we didn't like end up getting eaten by whatever's out there.
Yeah.
I'll come to. I'll be like, oh. Yeah, I thought that might happen. I thought it was a.
Did you really?
I mean, yeah, ever since we spoke to that guy, I've suspected that conventional planar travel is sort of impossible out or into these crystal spheres that are being destroyed.
I was gonna say don't you mean spheral? Because we've done planar travel.
Well, yeah, it's like conventional spheral travel is impossible. That's why us getting here is a big fluke. Or what I suspect is it has something to do with like the Chardland stuff.
Well, I said that every time we traveled, there was like a singularity or something, right?
Yeah, so I think maybe there's some form of Chardland spheral travel that is allowed, but we just happened to stumble into it in a weird way. I'll run over and like try and shake the gardener awake.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that'd be next protocol. Once you're alright, jump on and see if the gardener's fine.
Excuse me, Mrs. Deity.
You don't know that.
No, we don't know that.
Yeah, she's just the gardener. She's a cool gardener.
Lumen, you go to like put your hand on your shoulder to like shake them, and their hand just instinctively like raises up and grabs your wrist. You take 1 bludgeoning damage from just the grip that they have on you, and then their eyes open.
I'm just like, yeah. So that's the other thing. I think that leaving crystal spheres from these damaged ones are like is sort of impossible. But we somehow got into them, and it was using Chardlin. So
she immediately interrupts you and it's like, using what?
Chardlin.
Oh, this me.
Yeah,
but
he's
evilly
made of
charged. I pick out one of the pieces that is negatively charged.
Yeah. Also, there's like chunks of it inside of all of us.
She like looks at you, Newt, and like she hadn't exactly noticed. Like she'd noticed you were there, but not like paid attention to you or what you were. And like she looks at you, Newton, is like instantly like, I knew I could smell something rotten in here.
Excuse me. Rude.
That Netherese again, isn't it?
Never who?
I'm not Netherese.
Well, you certainly stink of it.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm just as lost as you. If you was Netherese, I would have read something about that.
But
As far as I
yeah,
understood, Netherese is like Netheril was like thousands of years ago, and I'm
He was born
I'm like a couple
Yeah,
of weeks
exactly.
old.
old.
Exactly.
yes. So yeah, weird Chardlan magic-y stuff is what allowed us to play in a travel, well, like spheral travel here.
Is it worth mentioning that we have chunks of chortling fired into us?
Yeah, that's how we got into these collapsing crystal spheres in the first place.
By
there's some
seemingly accident?
yeah, there's some sort of like barrier around all of them that prevents going to and from, but some Chardlan method allows you to leave.
She will like sit up and like let go of your wrist and essentially like sit cross-legged and ask. I'm not gonna make you do this, but she will ask. Okay, starting from the very beginning, explain to me what is going on. What has happened to you people?
Lumen will just begin recounting everything that has happened
Okay,
to
give me a
us.
minute. I'll just load up YouTube. All right, here's episode 1. We're gonna be here for a few hours, but this should like get
We're
you
gonna be
right
here
up
for
to
a
date.
day. Because we've got 22 episodes of 3-hour-long videos. 66 hours, freaking 3 days later.
Yeah,
I throw in
Right,
any
that's what
details you
happened.
might have forgotten.
Yeah,
Yeah, Via will help with that as well. 3
Keen
minds
mind.
better than 1 4. You do have keen mind.
So yeah, you give like a Cliff Notes version of what happened to you. And she does agree that whatever stupid thing happened to you when you all died, should have been like just people trying to kill you, but seems to have had extra circumstances. And she will also regale to you about the other you, who has been here before, but think of like the story she tells us. Like, think of when you came here, but instead of nice conversation, you used your magic to sneak in and stole the magic blade.
oh, that's not very nice.
And then when it wouldn't do as you were telling it to, one of your, well, you would figure this out. She says someone must have told him how to bleed the blade, and you imagine one of the dads would have been like the only people who might have known that.
Other dad could have probably told other me how to do that.
And
I
points
also
at
just
the hands back
cuddle over to the
both of them.
I cuddle over to the evil blade and I'm just like, oh, poor baby.
You get like just like angry screaming in your mind.
Can give him a bandage.
So what exactly are you people doing?
Oh well, I really want to figure out this weird Chardlan based travel method. Go to the person who shall not be named or cannot be named. And I want to stop them from killing all of these crystal spheres. That's what I'm doing.
That sounds good.
I just want I'm not gonna lie, I just want to go home, but Lumen's job seems to be paramount to that, so I'm right there with him every step of the way. But we specifically were in this town trying to find this universe's version of me, to hopefully broker some favor with my father from this universe, who might be able to divine some sort of method by which we could start doing what Luma wants to do.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle of doing that.
Okay, that all sounds good. Do you have any leads currently?
Well, we know, as we've said, we know Via's parent, like Via's dad, knows stuff about Chardlin.
And he knows a lot about pretty much everything. And anything he doesn't know, he can ask the universe.
So
Who is
where-
your father exactly?
Unwilling to give above you, unwilling to. Archfey, who's connected to this.
James, you're cutting out a bit.
Done everything that I can think of to not let that happen. Did that at least come through?
Yeah, that came through. Now you're fine.
Good.
If you're talking again,
Yeah, I think he
then
I
it
think he
was
started
on
talking
again.
again, and it's just completely gone now.
She's not willing to give the name, so we'll just say a powerful archfey.
He was a very angry bird.
Oh, is it I'm sorry, I genuinely can't remember who they are. The like yourself, the owly one.
Looks down at herself. Oh yes, snap drops the disguise.
Oh no,
Goes
it's
back to
fine.
owl.
I could see through that.
Oh, good.
They're a very cool gardener.
So, okay, I guess. How can I help you?
How much do you know about Chardlin? And we need to know where the other me talked to a blacksmith and said that they could go somewhere to maybe get another lightsaber. So they're looking for that. Do you know where they might be? Also, do you know where I can help the in pain lightsaber? Because sad. Want to make it feel better.
Also, you mentioned that you've met the unnamed person here. Do you have any knowledge on how we would get to physically, extraplanar travel or otherwise, confront them? Or at the very least, do you have any means of divining where the other us are or went?
Also, what about all this Fall Realm stuff?
Yes,
yeah.
we found
Far Realm?
we found a town that had a portal, several portals leading to the Far Realm. They were corrupting the material.
And
Yeah.
something wanted
We
us
managed to.
something
we
wanted us
managed
to,
to-
collect more Chardolin pieces.
Also,
Yeah, but we've kind of ignored that and kind of shut up the portals.
Also, like, there's a rat inside of my brain, and my legs turning purple, and
Oh yeah, how's that? Pull his shirt up.
At the moment, Newt, you specifically would say that it has very slightly grown.
Still growing.
I
Like imperceptible
I draw a
to
new line.
like
draws a new line.
even drawing a new line, no one else can tell that it's changed. Like it's only perceptible to like because of your robotic
20
mind.
times zoom.
Yeah, like that you could
Zoom
tell
in, enhance.
it is still advancing.
Enhance.
Reverse.
Also, I drew this like weird picture, which looks totally normal to me. It looks like a dragon, a guy, a rat, and a
Don't
weird
look at it,
tentacly thing. But everyone else claims it's the Far Realm.
because it is.
You should probably destroy that then.
That's what I said. But they
It's,
won't look at me.
it's inside my own brain.
Also, we have a really evil book.
We do have an evil
Excuse
book and
me?
an evil eye. Yeah.
Yes, our kobold points at the sleeping kobold in the robot's arms. It has two books. One of them's extremely evil.
And one of them
Yeah.
is really, really good. So they're kind
Yeah.
of balancing each other out right now.
Yeah, it's the only reason that he's not gone
So
evil.
we were looking for a place to put this eye, holding the like inert eye out, and also
Not your eye socket again.
No, not my eye socket. That was when we didn't remember things because of firearm shenanigans. We're looking for a place to put this eye and the book so that no evil people ever get to them.
I mean, I might be able to try and get into contact with someone in Celestia to come and deal with the book. If it, like, I can see the aura coming off him, so I get the idea of what kind of thing it might be. The eye, however, yes, I'd be happy to take that away from you and, I guess, lock it away or something.
The only thing I have to say with it is it might be a good way of finding the unnameable person.
Yes, this is the eye of...
The unnameable person.
They look really frustrated that you said that and they couldn't speak.
Experimental stuff, right?
But yeah, I'll hand it over.
Talk to us via.
Sorry?
No.
Sorry? Sorry, what?
I'm going. I'm in weird disembodied.
You're cutting out now.
It's cutting out.
Discord is not our friend today.
One by one, we're all gonna start cutting out.
Mm.
Am I back?
Yeah.
That was clear.
Okay. So I'm getting confused with people, disembodied voices talking to us right now. So we have the eye guy, which was also the guy who controlled Felix, right?
Yeah. Well. Okay.
Yes.
The other party.
And we
was
have the
being-
weird voice coming from Half Face guy,
The other party was being
yelling about the three pieces.
The other party was being influenced by both the evil mind flare god and also the also I can't believe it's not Heckner.
Nice.
They were
I've just
being
had a thought.
influenced by both because we found like the weird mind flare stuff in their lair as well. But yes.
But who was responsible for the weird collapsing stuff? That was the eye guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes. Look.
So, you other us was being influenced by the Mind Flare too, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. That's more unclear. We definitely know. I can't believe it's not Heckner. Was influencing them, but they might have been influenced by the Mind Flare evil god.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map that had those spires on it, which is what the Mind Flare told us to go and get. So it's
Yeah.
like, they might go there, but that's such a vague point of, we could go there, they could go to a completely different one in a completely different area code, town, place.
Yeah. So yeah, how make sword that's been tortured no more torture? Why is it bleedy?
You will have to find a like really powerful positive magic, like a focal point to try
Oh my
and
god.
essentially unfuck it.
Okay,
Technical term? Yep.
Yes.
I'll keep an eye out for one of them, and then
Isn't the bug one of those?
maybe.
I mean, can we, since the kobold is asleep, could we like look at it and roll Arcana and know what it is?
We could give it a shot.
Yeah. They would you can do that obviously, but they would classify that they mean more a place than a thing.
Okay.
Like a place that's heavily suffused in positive energy.
Fair enough.
Like Mount Celestia.
Potentially.
Also, why can't I remember things? So many things I can't remember.
I don't know. What can't you remember?
I don't remember, like, when I came here and then I couldn't remember doing stuff and then I was holding base. Holds out saber. Why can't I remember that?
Oh, if you met the other May, it probably just your mind not being able to comprehend certain things.
Oh, okay. So it's like dangerous to remember that?
Oh no, that should be fine. You
Oh,
like as you're talking to this person, like across this whole conversation, you do slowly seem to be regaining the memories of that time.
no, okay.
Whether it be the thing in your head is helping currently, or just being in proximity to this version of them's helping.
Neat. Okay. So, final thing of, can you divine the location of the other version of us?
I might be able to. I can definitely try.
Via pulls out her. That's
What is Via pulling out?
notes in and a star map, which is a spell focus slash spell book, so to speak.
Hmm.
The medallion that hangs around her neck, it looks like it originally looked like a piece of obsidian. I think I covered it when this happened, but it used to look like a piece of obsidian, but when she got her star form, now it just looks like a little piece of night sky. It looked like just glistens like stars. And if she channels her magic into it, it projects a load of constellations, sea, and walls of whatever room she's in. Looks like just stars to most people, but to her, she goes, "That's Misty Step. That's Guiding Bolt," etc., etc.
That one's augury. See, I'm familiar with that one because of the number of times you have pointed out to me.
Actually,
Very good. You're starting to notice.
she pays attention to your aura of divinity, not divinity, divination. Your aura of divinity.
Yes, I am divine.
Yeah. And does say that if you would allow them to use you, it might actually make the process easier. Like essentially using you as like a focal point, or
That does make sense.
in modern
Yes.
terms, like a server.
Yes, so that does make sense if you're looking for the other me. Sure. Yeah. She's still gonna try and take like mental notes of what the hell's going on.
Yeah, you won't be like out of it or anything. It'll just be a bit confusing because you're seeing a different perspective of everything.
Yeah. Speaking of perspective, because she remembers what it was like when she put a hand on Lumen's head. She turns to Lumen. She's like, "You've got a good memory. You keep an eye for anything I might miss." She just looks enthusiastic. She's not like worried or nothing. She's like, "I don't want to miss a thing. This is right up my street."
Eyes open.
Yes.
She says she doesn't have much in the way of like snacks and things. What with everything going funny, there's like some stuff for like the other people who aren't interested can like sit and have like a cup of tea and a biscuit, because it's like it's gonna take a little while.
I could provide berries that will feed everyone for the day.
And I can purify any forms of poisonous plants which we may find.
I don't eat.
There's magic ritual with interest.
Okay.
Notebook
You don't
out.
have to undermine our powers, Christian. Come on.
If that takes a while, I'll start probably examining Eve with her consent, with their consent, its consent, and looking into how they're constructed and how if I can apply my whatever gives me free will to her.
Sure, you can spend some time working on that, and they tell you like, well, the woman tells you yes, it will take a little bit of of time, but shouldn't be that long.
So yeah, because I know it's not overly long, I won't start probably taking her apart or anything, but just looking into the construction and things.
Via snaps back and sees Mecha Via with like just in parts. Oh, like the bit from Slime where what's her name takes apart the other robot. Anywho, not important.
I was gonna say I'm drawing a blank. It's just to the gardener lady. Who are you when you are?
Oh, when Bayonetta.
It's not Bayonetta, but it
I know
does
it's
start
not.
with a B.
It's like Bay or
Beretta?
whatever. Beretta, that's it. It's when Beretta's taking apart the other golem, and he's like, "I'm sure my golem's destroyed Beretta," and it's like, "Oh no, he's been disassembled."
Yes. So, anywho, so yeah, let's say it's like a half-hour quotation marks ritual that goes on, that essentially Lumen you're just watching, as there's just fucking magic flying everywhere. Whereas Via, you're essentially like in the calm of the storm. So again, like it was for everyone witnessing her with Lumen before, to you it's just like the two of you are meditating.
Mm-hmm.
And then, essentially around you, it's a bit like reality sort of melts, and you see sort of shimmers of different things, and it takes a while for like anything to make sense, but you see what looks like this town, but you're getting the same vibe as like the portal, but you're like seeing from the sky. There is one significant difference though that's very noticeable to you, even with everything being like shit and blurry. So the river that's made of water is certainly a lot more red and magma-y. So it's definitely...
Okay, I was initially going River of Blood. Nice. Oh,
yeah, that's why I quickly corrected myself, because I realised it does sound exactly like that.
it's glowing.
It's some tasty lager.
Yeah, the River of Red Lager. You essentially don't find like the other you, but you do sense them. So like you don't know exactly where they are, but you know for a fact they are here in this other place.
Right.
They seem to be like purposefully hiding themselves.
So we've at least narrowed it down to the Shadow and Neverwinter.
Yes, which when this ritual ends, she will instantly be like, "Wait a minute," like grabs your arm Via and like lifts you up, essentially just like picks you up like a doll, and like
Now this I know that Via is a small, but this lady must be massive.
no, she's just like what's the word? Deceptively strong.
Yeah.
Everyone else, you see a funny scene as they like snap out of it after all that time passes. Basically picks Via up, drags her over to like one of the windows that looks outside. Snaps her fingers. It just looks like everything just turns real shit outside. And like holding you up to the window Via. That was definitely it, wasn't it? I'm certain that's where it was. And when you look outside, it does look like what you saw in your vision.
Yes, to the gardener. Yes, I saw. I also found a portal down there in the town that leads to what I think this is.
So are you people not really locals?
No.
Oh, I am far from it.
We're the least local a thing can technically be.
Okay, excluding the fact that you're from another universe, you're not locals to this place in your place?
Still far from it. I ended up here by complete accident.
I'm from up north.
I mean,
So you're
Via's
from Skyrim.
Nice. Via's like, I already told you my family are Fae.
Yes, that is true.
If anything, I've given you too much information already based on that.
I'm from Ten Towns.
Never
Brain
heard
Shot
of
now,
it.
specifically. Oh, that's interesting. There's such a powerful dragon there in my reality. He guarded the town. He was great. We all loved him.
Yeah, there's only is it Tamriel? The region.
Tamriel is the world.
Yeah, the regions of
think of-
Tamriel.
I'm trying to think of both games. Lumen mentioned that before, that his hometown was guarded by a great big powerful dragon, and everyone loved him. Because Via would just be like, I'm very intrigued to go to where you live.
It was
Because
a
I
cool
love dragons.
Yeah, it was a cool place. There were tons of kobolds around as well.
So
They were
many.
cool. Like it was
Says-
a really. It was
Says
a
in Draconic. Says in Draconic. As soon as we get back to our home sphere, want to go to your place.
Yeah, I want to visit your house as well when we get back.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
Oh, okay. And
You
she-
know, providing that we don't die.
Now we'll make it.
So she says, despite how it looks, I've only changed the perception from the windows. We're not actually in this place, but this is a place called Evernight. It's one of the. Have you ever heard of the Shadowfell?
Yes.
Yeah, kinda.
Yes.
Well, it's a weird one within the Shadowfell because, like, the Shadowfell is meant to be the darker side of everything, but for some reason, the darker version of Neverwinter is very closely linked. So, despite the fact that they're different planes, they do sort of overlap much more closely than most normal do.
How is the weather in the Shadowfell equivalent to Neverwinter?
You look outside and it's like raining ash.
Oh,
It's raining ash and there's a lava river. It
This
looks like a
guy-
volcanic region.
Wait,
So always sunny.
this might get
Well,
really.
no, it's more always cloudy.
So always
Yeah, it's more
hot.
like like
Yes.
a nuclear It's more like a nuclear winter. Not that we have a word for that.
Neverwinter and then there's always hot. Jesus Christ.
This might get really confusing because I know that there are like negative versions of people generally can exist in the Shadowfell.
Yes,
So if we
there
go
can be
there-
shadowy aberrations of a person.
But my point is, if we go there, we might find doubles of the party that's from here, but even more evil.
I was going to bring up, how likely is that? But at the same time, look at the ridiculous situation that we're in.
Quick question. When you were doing like the whole explaining your backstory type thing of like the story of what's happened so far, would you have at all mentioned when you were like analyzing the teleportation type stuff in the market area?
I did. I must have cut out for that.
No, I know you mentioned the other portal, but would you have mentioned the like specifically the teleport traces?
Yeah. So if looking at that, Via would just be like, that might, since it's so closely linked, since the veil between the planes at this point is to explain why all the portals I'm finding down there seem to be local. Like to the garden being that.
Mm-hmm.
I can sense tears in the fabric of the planes. Well, that I learned. But it usually it tells me straight away. Is it like how stable the portal is and where it goes? But in this instance, it seemed to just go straight to here. That's where a lot of the people in the town have been disappearing. So you think that
Huh.
they've gone there?
I mean, it's not exactly a bad idea if you wanted to kidnap a lot of people for some reason. I mean, way better than literally exactly where they were.
Ooh, also, can we borrow a bunch of supplies to copy spells with?
Such as
Just like magical ink, stuff like that, you know?
I should be able to rustle up some of the stuff. I still have some plants that are in at least relatively good condition. I should be able to like grind down into the materials you need.
It's just because we don't
If
have
you
a lot of
need
money,
some-
so it would be good to just, instead of having to buy the materials, just have the materials. That would be good.
If you need them to be blooming, I might be able to help. If I may, I've been abstaining from it because I didn't know, because you take your gardening very seriously. I didn't know how you would feel about it, but I can help them bloom a bit better if that's what you need.
She welcomes your attempts. Do you try to like make the flowers in this area bloom?
Um, because she's like, you take it very seriously, so she'll go to like one and use druidcraft to try and get them to liven up.
You do that, and you see like a momentary like in quotation marks spark of life in them, where it's like the plant tries to grow, but then it just can't. And you can tell that it's not a case of the plant can't grow. It's almost like it's struggling to like keep the energy within it.
Mm-hmm.
How long has it been like this with the plants?
Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe the past couple of weeks. It's slowly
When have
gotten.
the disappearances started?
The guard said a couple of days ago.
Yes, it was in the middle of the night, the night before last, where a bunch of people, from what I can understand from what I've heard from others, there was a large panic because suddenly people just weren't there where they were anymore, and as people started panicking and trying to figure this out, more people were going missing, so it ended up in a quite large-scale panic.
But yeah,
So could
if
it be that like slowly the veil between this town and other town has been thinning, and so the energy of life is just being pulled away?
That's not a bad thought. It's possible.
Also,
we
Eye
should-
Guy, who
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't know the name of, is. What do we know of them? Do we know anything?
They're the god. Oh, they are, or at least were, the god of secrets.
Were there anything else?
What would you like to know?
I don't know. Because if you wanted to, like, they disappeared, or what was it with them? Like, did they just go into hiding? Did something happen? Are they?
They
Because they're not divine anymore, right?
we're not sure. But essentially, yes, what you said is pretty accurate. They essentially got into a fight with a much more powerful divine figure. They actually do like air quotes when they say divine, and came out worse for wear. Most assumed that they were destroyed, but those like myself who are of a more divine persuasion could still feel like the tendrils of their actions at work. So yes, the what you said about them going into hiding seems very apt.
Regardless, the biggest thing we need to do is get over there, because if
Might
those
they be
people,
hiding there?
Maybe.
if the people of the city were just teleported over to there, they might be in a lot of danger. So we should probably head over there and try and help them before more of them get in more trouble.
Which leads me on to my next question. You see, when I detect a portal, my spell usually informs me of the methods by which that portal might be opened, but in this case, I received no information. Would you have any ideas? I mean, even if we have to force it, but I'm still not well versed enough in how to do that yet.
Ooh, maybe a portal didn't technically open. Maybe the planes themselves are sort of crashing into each other at this point.
I may be able to help teach you about how to open one without the correct key. How about this? If you're in no rush, I can guarantee you that for the most part, this place is a safe space. You are free to rest here for the rest of the day, for the night, and I can try to work with you all and figuring things out and helping.
Please, I would appreciate it. So yes, if it helps, I do have this. I'm not going to do a demonstration because it really takes it out of me. It'll take a lot of magic. But I have this, and she shows the gardener the notes that she has, and shows us and start pointing very in constant
You're cutting out.
spraying. So
Second half was really broken, yeah.
you get how she pulls out the star map.
Star map.
Starts putting out a very complicated inconstant into the that Via can open a portal, but it only goes to a demiplane and only a very small one or multiple very small ones for a very short period of time, in which case it spits the out again. But she's like, I can open those in space, but I'm still late.
Sure,
So
we can spend the rest of the day trying to see if we can enhance your abilities with this.
And hopefully get into that into night and save the people, and maybe find out ourselves.
Perhaps, yes. And I should say, I was a bit distracted by everything that's going on. I am aware of the incredible evil emanating from that eye that you have. While you are within this space, you will not have a connection to the owner of the artifact you keep.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
That is why it may seem inactive while you're in here.
No, that's real good.
You are technically within a small fraction of my domain.
I mean, every time we've spoke, he's basically just been like, "Hey, do you want to help me destroy the multiverse? That sounds fun."
You have your own domain?
Yes. Admittedly, I'm struggling to reconnect with my main space, be it because it's outside of the crystal sphere. So technically, I am just what do mortals call it?
The gardener?
Yes, you could call my avatar the gardener.
Wait, are you a god?
Actually, Via won't say that out loud. Okay, and then Lumen just goes and blurts it out.
Yeah, of course. It's just like he heard the word avatar and he's like, wait a minute, only gods have those. Are you a god?
Oh, you actually do know of avatars then. I'm quite impressed.
And there was me trying to just let you keep it to yourself, but okay.
No, I just thought they were a cool gardener up till now.
I mean, I can be both.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't prevent one doesn't prevent you from being the other. I just didn't realize that you were also a god.
Yes, well, technically, as I say, I am and am not. Because I am an aspect of the god Saloon.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
High five.
They awkwardly high five you.
Lumen is so enthusiastic about it. He's like, yeah!
Via like does like the most like proper as fancy of a courtesy you can do, even though the show's not actively on, but better as best I can.
No, the relationship between Lumen and this person has not changed at all. In spite of the fact that he's found out now that she's a god, still is going to be like, yeah, but they're just gardening, buddy, right?
Yeah, it's the gardener. This aspect didn't really have a name, so they're happy to just have the moniker of the gardener.
Yeah.
Are plants part of your domain or your portfolio? Is
Well,
that the word?
not as
Like
such.
them.
It's kind. This is kind of like a hobby of my own.
Via is gonna flex her knowledge attack and just go, "It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, mother."
Well, yes, it's a pleasure.
'Cause that's one of Saloon's alternate names, like one of the titles.
A pleasure to meet all of you, especially in what seems to be really bad circumstances. I am just laughing now because I'm just like scrolling on her wiki page and her favorite animals are owls.
No way.
Well, it does make sense.
It
Yeah.
makes sense, Boone and all that.
See, so you've got a special bond.
Happy owl noises.
So before she like starts getting to work trying to help enhance Via, is there anything anyone else plans on doing? In particular?
I guess copy more spells? Question mark.
Yeah, anyone who has spells. Essentially, you haven't been given what you need, but like as the night goes on, she just like keeps making more. While she's working with Via, so you have the ability for whatever amount of time you have left, because it's like, was it an hour a spell or something?
An hour per level per spell.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
have enough money.
So like,
Money wise, essentially all that you need right now for the like transcribing spells is just the time aspect currently.
Oh, okay.
What did we or do we have? Because Lumen and Newt copied down. Was it all the first level spells?
we have all first level and all ninth level spells, like, in a written form.
Yeah.
That wasn't me. That was Zamla, I think.
Oh yeah.
Ritual ones. Did you say, Andrew?
I mean, like if you can copy spells, it's just any spells.
I mean, how long will I have outside of the work I'm doing? Would I have any time?
You would have less time, but you could, like, still do some.
Any number?
I don't know.
That's the problem. You do need to give us a number
I know,
of
I'm
hours.
thinking-
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
time
how
would
many hours?
what time would you like
Sorry.
to like? So you.
I mean, if
you're
we just
probably-
take however much time we need to like be prepared to go.
I mean, yeah, you. as Joseph keeps joking about it, you are free to have more time than just tonight.
I mean, Lumen's only point will be, yeah, but the people who got teleported away are probably in a lot of danger if they are in the Shadowfell, so we can't stay here too long.
In that case, bollocks to me, I can do it at a later point. How long will it take for me to learn what I need to learn?
I mean, tonight, basically.
Okay, so you guys get what? An 8-hour stint?
Yeah.
Essentially, let's just say that it is about lunchtime now. So from lunchtime till whenever you plan to get up tomorrow, you have a long rest plus whatever time is left over.
Okay, so from 12 till... Gonna ask the group 6 a.m. for leaving.
Yeah, sure.
So that's what, 10 hours. And it'll take me what, 8, did you say?
Yours will be like across the night.
Okay. So I also get 10 hours along with everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
Part of my aspect of the moon Eldritch invocation says I can like spend the time doing light activity, like reading my book. Does copying spells count as it or not?
That generally doesn't count as light activity, no.
Okay, never mind. So to get enough sleep, how much of those 10 hours would you say I'd have to like sacrifice?
8.
I mean, that's 10 hours is not including the 8 hours of sleep. It's
Yeah.
12 now. We've just said, shall we leave at 6 tomorrow morning?
Okay.
Yes. That means that we go to sleep or those of us who do sleep, go to sleep at 10, get
That's
up at 6.
I
That
only
means
sleep
we've got
4
from 12 till 10, we've got 10 hours of free time.
Okay, then yeah, sure. Okay, thank you.
And obviously there's everyone having their different ways of, in quotation marks, sleeping. Or resting your
Sleeps.
brain.
Yeah, well, I just look. It's I just got a chance to put all of this information together properly.
Yeah.
Plus, I really want charm person so I can run around going like, these aren't the droids you're looking for.
It's just like, Via's like, wow, my portents were right. Today has been a good day. Because she got that nat 20 on the portents. She's like, today is going to be a good day.
Yeah, great.
Andrew,
And
did
it has.
we say multiple people could benefit from the teeth?
Yes. Obviously, like, one per person, but, like, anyone can draw from the bag and attune to eat.
As I hold out that bag again, as I said, technically, I think all of the rest of the teeth in here are, if you implant them, they're positive. So, does anybody want a weird tooth?
Toothses?
I'm a druidic fae, yes.
What does the teeth do?
You don't know till you pull a tooth out the bag.
What do we roll?
Oh, now I'm trying.
You can basically roll a 1d3, and I just, because I have them in an order here written
Okay,
down, so I can just.
if you've already got the list that I sent, that saves me looking for the list again.
So if anybody who wants to start, I don't care. Like, I'm
are
happy to take one myself, but I'm also happy to just give them away.
You said
I need
One
a
day-
achievement
one-
slot, right?
Yes,
I have that in spades.
yes. Multiple teeth can take a single attunement slot, but yes, essentially, regardless, it's a attunement slot.
So you said you wanted a D3.
Yes, please.
Is you alright for a D6? And if it's 4, 5, or 6, just count it as 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do it that way, I normally do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Three.
but yeah.
3.
Okay. You get the beautiful, and they actually have teeth. Toad tooth.
Ugh.
I need to find that one.
You
And
implant a toad's tooths into your mouth.
where is the toad?
Where is the toad?
There's the toad. So it is the tooth of a large toad. So
Dance frog. It's come full circle.
It's come around full circle.
oh,
Oh, that's serendipitous.
So if you put that into your mouth, can they give it to somebody else, or do they have to be the person who puts it in their mouth?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What does it do?
It increases your
jump
long
well.
jump to 34, but I can fly.
You can jump good, can fly.
Can they
Okay.
put it back
You can
in, or
jump
do
really
they
good,
have
I
to
can
have
fly.
to be the one who puts it in, or
Uh,
can somebody else?
Ba-
Can they give it to somebody else to put it in?
no, basically, it's whoever pulls it out has to do something with it.
So can I hand it to somebody if I
No,
go?
And they shove it
Oh.
into somebody else's mouth.
no. You can plant it in
So-
the floor though for the other effect.
What's the other effect?
Summon something for a short amount of time.
Okay.
Often related to the tooth. That
What does
you
it? What
pull
does
out.
it summon? Does it just summon a bunch of toads?
Can't remember.
Andrew, is that something information that we know, or no?
mean-
It's information you would know. Because you're,
It summons big toads.
because in quotation marks, you're attuned to the bag.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll just take the thing general and use it for the summoning property because I can fly.
But you have to do it now.
Oh,
Essentially, tooth and mouth permanent effect. Tooth and floor, summon.
summon friends.
Don't do anything. Things are summoned to attack you.
Oh, okay, that's just unfortunate. I think the
Felix did use up a lot of the good ones.
To be
summon
fair, some
toad.
of them also had drawbacks.
I'll summon toad friends. Summon toad for I can't. Oh well.
The gardener comes over and is like, excellent. We can squeeze them and grind them and get some magical parts from them. This should help with the parts that you're needing for your spells.
Oh yeah, we
Not
can also
good.
collect like the slime and stuff. I'm sure that has some properties.
Exactly.
True.
The frogs
I
are like,
help.
excuse me, what?
Oh my god, they're awakened. I didn't do that.
Please, I'm a living being. Don't kill me.
I'll put you in a trance. You won't feel a thing.
No, that's somehow worse, you monster.
I literally can't do that as well. They just go. "Nah."
Weirdly, I just imagine. Have anybody of you watched Konosuba?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
The
it's-
giant toads and Saloon being
yeah.
eaten by the giant toad.
Yeah.
Those giant toads. Oh.
Well, that was
Screaming like Aqua.
it was a serendipitous rule. Oh well. Hey, Liam,
Anybody
you wanna
else?
try?
There's two teeths left.
I guess I'll reach in and pull out a tooth.
Give me a 1d2. Can you actually roll 1d2?
Yeah, hang on.
And you can slash roll 1d2.
Yeah.
1d2.
Or you could roll a d4
One.
and say 3 and 4 or 1 and 2.
You get the cat one.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
What does it do?
You either summon 9 cats, or the tooth has 8 charges, and you can expend 1 charge to cast Revivify from the tooth.
Oh,
if
Oh,
you
that's
die-
amazing.
If you die, it automatically casts Revivify on you if you have charges left.
yeah. I'll take
Oh,
that
that's
tooth.
That was amazing, especially since you're the front liner, essentially.
Nom 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 tooth. So you've got 1 cat tooth instead of your canine, you've got like a cat tooth, and Felix is like,
Wait, so
It's that.
Bro.
it's
Bros.
not literally your character's teeth.
yeah,
It's that thing in anime. Do you know when the characters have one?
true,
fang?
yes, it's exactly
Yeah.
that.
Interesting. And Zamla's
Oh,
gonna
it's the little snaggletooth.
and
Yeah.
Zamla's gonna prestidigitate a pair of pliers in his hand
Now,
and just look on.
now, I personally don't know for this magic item if you are actually meant to rip out your own tooth first. I'm not making you do that, but it's one of the ones that's very vague.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
It says one of your own teeth falls out.
Oh, okay. That's fine then. You've got a free tooth.
Nice.
You got a free snaggle cat tooth.
And Lumen has again become slightly more interesting and weird in terms of character design, where he is again slowly becoming more and more can't lose a contest of who is the anime protag.
Yeah.
Fucking
Felix is like
weird,
super happy
wonderful,
that you've both got a snaggle
half
tooth.
purple. Oh.
Anything else you can think of?
There's one tooth left. Does anybody want it?
And does it do the same as everyone else's?
No, they all do
It
different.
will do something else.
Oh. I mean, is anyone else taking it? I might as well if no one else is.
Go for it.
Okay, I'll take it.
Roll a
It's a halfling
1v1.
canine.
What?
It's
What?
a halfling canine.
Ah, okay.
Oh, also the cat tooth is technically a molar, but hey ho, canine
Okay.
is cooler. But no, it's a halfling canine, and you can either summon 3 green hags, or when you implant it, when you damage a target that hasn't taken a turn in this combat, the target takes an extra 3d10 slashing damage from ghostly
Ooh.
blades.
Cool. Nice.
So you either get a permanent damage buff, or you can summon some hags.
Yeah, you just have to make sure that you're early in the initiative order.
Yeah.
Well, because that only really happens in the first round.
Or if you get a surprise round.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Which is technically the first round, just people are surprised.
Yeah.
On the plus side, by the end, by the time I finish writing stuff down, I'll finally be able to cast floating disc, which would have been fucking useful if earlier when
Yeah,
we
I
had
know,
that
right?
door.
I also took floating. Then again, I had 14 hours worth of copying spells, so it's like there aren't many first level spells in the compendium that I
Okay.
don't have anymore.
So now we can do that thing where we'll both cast floating disc. We'll sit on each of us floating disc, then somebody ties a rope around one of us and pulls, and then we can
Then-
just have like a.
Then what? Yeah, what one of us casts? No, that's the thing. We both sit on each other's discs, and then we cast gust on each other,
Yeah.
and we both. And since the discs always remain 30 feet apart, we just have a perpetual motion device of like
Yeah.
wind, of like just gust blowing us along on our disc. Like, yeah, got a little hovercraft.
And they're like, guys, get off the floating discs. We've got like 10 doors to fucking carry.
I don't have to stay attuned to the bag now, right?
No.
Okay.
In fact, the bag vanishes from existence once the last tooth is pulled.
Oh. Poor dragon.
But you do have
That's what I was looking for.
the dragon's claw. So a potential way...
I thought it only about happens when the teeth are vanished.
I don't fucking know, but that's the rules I'm making.
Okay, fair enough.
But it's fine, as I was saying, you've got a piece of the dragon that you met, which will help you track down the bag again if you so choose.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Burning Hands is one of the spells I normally always take, and I'm like, but do I want? But it's not very luminy.
You were advised by your dad to not take burning hands.
I wonder why.
Apart from that, I think for that time frame, Newt would work on that special replacement eye, the permanent one,
Mm-hmm.
and work on Eve.
Just
No,
trying to get an
up to you.
understanding of them.
There are
Yeah.
actually 4 first level spells now that I don't have. That's in the compendium, and it's I have 1 hour left to choose between one of them, and it's like, okay, do I pick either Grease, Hideous Laughter, Color Spray, or Burning Hand?
Grease
Color
lightning
spray?
go.
Question mark?
Color
Well-
spray is basically the spell you use to try and find invisible things.
I
Mm.
have to head off now, so
Yeah,
I'll see
sure.
you guys
But
next time.
we'll end it there as
Yeah.
everyone has a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, me too.
James,
Yes.
I'll get back to you on essentially what you get out of tonight.
Okay. I was meaning to ask. Lumen, you copied all of these first level spells.
Uh-huh.
Are they
Like-
just the first level wizard spells?
Yeah, just the first level wizard spells. I
Okay,
haven't copied.
I just wanted to clarify.
I haven't copied literally every spell because I can't, because I'm not those classes.
I mean,
I mean, I could in theory copy those.
all I
spells.
heard was all first level spells. I was going.
I mean,
Via
that-
was concentrating on doing the telescope.
That
No,
is
you-
what I said.
that-
To be fair.
That
But-
is accurate. Even if
I-
even if you can't transcribe them, it is every single first level and every single ninth level.
I mean, true. Actually, I could technically copy those spells. I just can't cast them unless I gain levels in those classes.
Okay, so I could add druid to the list.
Technically, a wizard spellbook can hold every kind of spell. It's just that you can't cast them unless you are that class and of a high enough level to cast that spell in that class. Like, you could theoretically, if you were a 20th level priest and a first level wizard, you could copy all of your priest spells into this book. It wouldn't be useful for you in any capacity beyond having them in the nice book. But you could do it. There's nothing to stop you.
The thing is I'm not really, apart from maybe magic missile, because it doesn't care about spellcasting ability. There's not really anything I'm after.
I've copied
Protection from evil and good, though.
I've copied almost
Maybe.
I've copied almost every single spell that I can cast. Is what I should say.
I will say this is the last little thing like in game before I end. In the middle of the night, you'll get an explanation later. It's because it's a funny thing. After you've like got to grips with what she was trying to teach, you were like, I need to make. I know I'm saying this in like D&D game terms. I was like, I need to make a what? A DC 20 check. No, we need to go now. So like, you in the middle of the night, you like grab her and you both run to this portal, and you basically, I'm essentially letting you use the portent that you got. That was the nat 20.
Yeah.
To know how to tomorrow do it without having to make the
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
But like
Cheers.
to everyone else, it's like the middle of the night. You grab her hand and you both run off because you're like, "Oh shit, my portent resets in like 10 minutes."
No, she's like, the star. Like, no, seriously, you have to listen. The stars are telling me I have to go now.
Yeah, and when you get there, it is
I'm getting a
essentially.
vision of the future. I've been fucking it up in the morning.
Yep, that is exactly what you see. But yeah,
Getting
you,
a vision of the future. It says,
you-
oh shit, I'm gonna fuck this up if
Uh,
I don't go now.
you, es-
I'm
you,
gonna
es-
fuck this up unless I go and do it now.
you essentially push the portal to the point where it's like if you have it like a Kena lock, one tiny movement will unlock it. And you would know that you can leave it at that point, and come morning, you'll have to make, instead of a DC 20, a DC 1 check.
Excellent.
I took
More than that one.
I took Greece, by the way.
And with that, we'll end with the episode being called Robo-Via, but very barely having them because no
Yeah, we
one
moved on.
fought.
Yeah, we moved them really quickly.
Good.
God, my.
And Via's just happy that they've like.
Renamed them and shit.
Yeah, so Via's like, okay, they listened. I'll stop being a twat about it.
Oh, I can summon some boys now.